The season's over, pal, but the transfer window's kicking into life, and Manchester City have made their first move post Pep Guardiola. City's bid for Forest's Elliot Anderson, who enjoyed a stellar season. What a season Elliot Anderson had, by the way. It was rejected, but negotiations are expected to continue. talkSPORT reporter Ben Jacobs. Ben's got more for us.
Manchester City will be back. Nottingham Forest at the moment, this early in the window, are saying that Elliot Anderson should be valued around the same ballpark as a player like Declan Rice or Enzo Fernandez when he moved from Benfica to Chelsea. And the market is quite inflated and there's demand for midfielders. So if Evangelos Marinakis is not going to be that easy to deal with, the price has always been quite fluid and variable, because at the point when it looked like Forest might go down, of course, like Mateus Fernandes at West Ham, it could have dropped. Had they beaten Aston Villa and gone on to get Champions League football via the Europa League, it would have risen even further. And now we're somewhere in the middle, and Manchester City are confident.
Gabby, before we move on to Elliot Anderson, did you catch those sunglasses that Ben was wearing, Berry Chaz? Seriously.
The grandad glasses, Ali. Theory, me.
They look like something that the fly, man. Honestly. Was he doing a bit of welding there before he came on?
Yeah, he used to take them off, doesn't he? Come on. Joke's over, Ben.
They've got to go, Ben. Listen, Gab, Elliot Anderson, brilliant season. I mean, fantastic player. I think the proof in the pudding, the fact that he's an automatic choice in that England team, Thomas Tuchel's England team. What's he worth? Are we getting crazy? He's not worth 100 million, is he?
No, do you know what, Ali? Probably like a couple of months ago, I was like, maybe that's a bit much. But when you look at his whole season, played every game in the Premier League, Ali, 38 appearances, 4 goals, 4 assists.
Yeah.
And people might look at those stats and say, okay, that's okay. But this is a defensive midfielder, more or less, at Forest. Yes, he had the licence to get forward, but he wasn't playing number 10 like Gibbs White was. He can do everything, Ali. Win the ball back as a number 6. He can play further forward as an 8 as well. You could play him off the wing if you wanted to, Ali, and he'd have a good game. He's got everything, can score goals, can pass the ball, can get the ball back. He's got legs. 23 years of age as well. Coisty. It's a great age as well. I think it's a no-brainer, 100 million. With inflation as well, from Declan Rice when he went to Arsenal, I think that's a fair price.
Okay, mate. Well, if that deal gets done, it very much looks as though it possibly could in the immediate future. One that won't happen in the immediate future, but it looks as though it's a natural process, and where that could be the departure, Gabby, of Rodri from the Etihad in Manchester City, who said recently that his future would be sorted out after the World Cup. Now, I don't know where you are. I'll read you a quote first of all, Gab, from Real Madrid presidential candidate Enrique Riquelme, who said that if he won the elections, Rodri would become a Real Madrid player. I can guarantee I will do everything for it. Now, I don't know where you are with Rodri. I think Rodri, a couple of years ago, was absolutely deserving of the Ballon d'Or. I thought he was absolutely tremendous. I think he's come back and done well, but I don't think he's reached the heights he had before the injury, mate. Is that fair?
Yeah, I don't know Rodri's age off top of my head, Ali, but I'm sure he's coming to 30. Producer Ali will check that. Is it now or never for Rodri? And also, Ali, don't forget, Rodri, Haaland, these players are used to Pep Guardiola. They've won it all at Manchester City. I think Haaland as well, you've got to look out for, Ali, because if Real Madrid want him, he'll be thinking, Maresca, will it be the same? Especially if they start and they're not up there with Arsenal from the start, Ali, and they're struggling under Maresca. Is it a time where the top players from Manchester City start looking at the Real Madrids?
I think you could be right, mate, because I think he's 30 at the end of this month, to tell you the truth. Okay, and it might be for Maresca coming in at City as well. It might be actually a reasonable thing to happen in terms of getting one or two of his own in as well. I think Rodri has been he's been pivotal, one of the key men in that Manchester City success story. There's no doubt about it. But I'm with you, mate. I can just maybe see one or two maybe heading for pastures new.
No, but it doesn't start well, Ali. You know what it's like as a footballer. It doesn't start well with the new manager, and it's not got that same feeling. Let's not forget the importance of Pep Guardiola to these players, especially Haaland. He's probably thinking, I won the Champions League, won Premier Leagues at Manchester City. Real Madrid want me. I have to go. So I'll be very worried if I'm Manchester City that other players will be at the door like Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, Yeah. What do you think, Gabby, in terms of the changes, perhaps? Obviously, City changes, well, changing personnel and changing management at Liverpool. Manchester United, obviously, will sign one or two, but they'll have European football, which I think will be a big thing for them as well this year. Can you see Arsenal actually kicking on?
Yeah. I think Arsenal win it. If I was a betting man today, I would put 100% money on Arsenal to win the Premier League next season. I just look at their squad, Ali. Yes, they might make a few changes, but
I think they've all strengthened, Gabby, as well.
But it's a settled squad, Ali. You've still got questions of the Chelsea squad. Doesn't matter if Alonso's come in. What money is he going to be able to spend? What players is he going to be able to get out and get in? Liverpool, Iriola, great manager, what he's done at Bournemouth. But no offence to Bournemouth, this is Liverpool, where you can't afford to draw numerous games on the road. You have to be up there fighting for the league next season. Manchester United, 2 games a week. You know, they're going to strengthen as well. It's going to be difficult for Manchester United. Manchester City, Maresca coming in. Look what happened after Sir Alex Ferguson. I know Manchester City have got a better squad than Alex Ferguson left Manchester United, but Bernardo Silva, he'll be a big miss, Ali. Everything that Manchester City have done.
Oh, by the way, Gab, if you think of losing him and Rodri.
Exactly. Stones has gone as well.
Yeah.
But what I want to say quickly, though, Ali.
Sure.
I'm worried for Trent. I really am.
Are you?
Dumfries has signed, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Or nearly signed from Inter Milan.
Inter Milan.
And he's more of a Jose Mourinho right back, isn't he?
I know what you mean, mate.
Do you know what I mean? He's more of a strong, aggressive, quick, physical. I don't see Trent playing much under Mourinho. And also, the young lad Howson missed out on the Spain squad for for the World Cup, and they brought in Canate. That will have them, Ali. Canate, Milito, Rudiger, and Asensio, and Howson.
That is some move for Canate, by the way.
Unbelievable after his season.
From what I saw towards the end of that season, man, what a move that is.
Yes.